Well, I'm joined now by Gary Plavin and Red Fournier from Laia Technologies. We're going to talk a little bit about some new developments in PTZ cameras. Gary, Red, thanks for being here and joining me.
Nice to join you.
Thanks for having us.
We talk an awful lot, especially on AVIXA TV, about the convergence of AV technologies and broadcast. And it's been in the works for a long time. Laia has some interesting history and perspective with some of your experiences, Gary, especially from the cinema world, right? Talk to us about maybe how we're seeing a bit of a convergence between AV and even some of those cinematic technologies too.
Well, previously in the projector world, it was about, just like everything else, about resolution and display. And, you started out with small little displays like this, and then as DLP and other imaging devices expanded to 235 and going on, the larger images, you were looking for more resolution. And so as we evolve into a digital world, it's about making sure that all end-to-end, you're at the same performance level. And clearly, with 4K and beyond, going from 1080 to 4K and even beyond with larger imaging devices is what we're working towards.
And Red, talk to us a little bit about the way that convergence between some of those projection and cinema technologies is now being incorporated into the product line at Laia.
Sure. Well, with Laia, a lot of those technologies, especially with more of the streaming realm with NDI, Dante AV, OBS type technologies, our camera technologies are evolving to actually have everything on board now. Almost people are looking for the cameras to have HDMI connections, USB connections, but also to be able to stream right out of the box.
And Gary, there are a lot of companies now offering different types of PTZ cameras, but what makes Laia unique in this space?
Well, it's an overall value proposition between refinements we've made in the actual cameras for better mechanical performance and signal performance, as well as the software that we include. But I'm going to let George Red actually go into what that's about.
With the cameras, as Gary was talking about with the chips and all that stuff, we're using higher resolution cameras, so we have a superior video signal, smoother tracking, and all that stuff. But with the software added, whether it's our AI camera controller or our intelligent audiovisual system softwares, you can actually have those on board a PC to control the cameras, to interface with your conferencing microphone systems like Nareva, Shure, or Sennheiser, so that it can actually use it to track the attendees at a meeting, to do active tracking, active switching without needing external interfaces, without needing external ingesters, that type of stuff. So it actually provides you a good cost savings to the project because you're removing some of the technology from the system, but still getting that superior experience for everyone in the meetings.
Red, I would love to ask you a little bit. You were recently the chair of the AVIXA Integrators Council. Got to give ourselves a little shout out there since you are a part of the AVIXA family. But wanted to know a little bit, what did you learn from that experience? And maybe how are you taking some of those learnings and applying it to the work that you're doing at Laia?
So I had the interesting experience of 2 months after I became the chairperson for the council, the entire world shut down for COVID. This whole movement from video conferencing being these large rooms and high dollar investments now all of a sudden became these smaller rooms. Because everyone got used to what we're doing here. And the integrators from across the country and around the world were great. We all pulled together about how we can help each other during COVID and all this stuff. And as we came out and we were coming back up to speed, it was like, you know what, it'd be great if technology did this. And we started learning that stuff. So when I joined the Laia team, to see that we actually had tools that allowed for that, especially with the software, so that we could make sure that everybody in the room is seen, and it's not somebody that has to actually sit there with the remote control and keep zooming back and forth. It's that they're all tracked automatically. So to be able to actually be involved with a technology company that allows that and makes that ease of use for all the integrators without them having to become specialized and certified in 12 different companies' technologies in order to be able to do this. It's been a great asset.
Yeah. Well, we thank you for being a part of the Integrators Council and really appreciate your willingness and your time to do that. Really looking forward to seeing Laia at ISE. Gary and Red, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me a little bit today, and we'll be seeing you down the road here soon.
Been a pleasure.
Well, thanks for having us.